Joining me on the set, our foreign editor, Angela Diffley. Hello to you, Angela. How important was this ASEAN meeting for Rubio in the United States?
It's important. The United States under Trump has made very clear its main focus is China and that area. And it feels that, it's been spending too much time on issues in the Middle East and Ukraine, other areas. Its real issue is with China. And many of the other countries in this region, smaller countries, but they have very big populations, matter very much in the United States' square off with China. The ASEAN meeting is a good place for Washington to do business under Trump because it's a pretty transactional sort of a place. The issue of people's countries' human rights records is not one where time is spent discussing that. This is a region as well. There are kind of 6,000 or so US companies operating there. It really matters to the United States. That said, this meeting was, as you said, very much overshadowed by the issue of tariffs, which are up again for deals, renegotiation, reimposition. We will see how it all turns out. The deadlines are looming. And the tariffs on these areas, including allies of the United States, 25% for Japan and South Korea, up to 40% for Myanmar and Laos, for example. That clouded the entire meeting and was the issue everyone was concerned about.
Chinese counterpart for Rubio, Wang, Rubio meeting him for the first time face-to-face. What came out of their discussion?
Yeah, well, of course, China is very keen to exploit this tariffs issue. And both the United States and China now are vying for trade in that part of the world. Countries who had thrown in their lot with the United States are to some extent reconsidering. And China is ready to exploit this rivalry and say, we can offer you better arrangements. Look how Donald Trump is cheating you. So that has given China a very significant position of leverage. Beyond that, China is likely to have warned Marco Rubio not to go for very hefty tariffs when their trade tariffs come up for review on, I think, August the 12th. They have said, we're warning you, don't impose those it was beyond 100% the first time around under Trump. It's so incomprehensible, the logic and the thinking behind this. I wouldn't hazard to say what he might or might not do. The other area, of course, between the United States and China is the issue of Taiwan. Rubio said in a press conference afterwards they didn't really discuss it. They both know each other's positions very well, and they did not discuss the issue of drills, which is naval drills in that area, which is often an area, but he said that was not discussed.
What about other countries in the region, like Japan, who said it's trying to wean itself off of U.S. influence?
Yeah, Rubio said that he didn't hear too much complaint about tariffs from all of these countries. He said they all understood that it wasn't as though they were being specifically targeted, that this was about Washington, which had had a very unfair deal. He said resetting its trade relationship with countries all over the world. He said the issue when countries were speaking to him was about concerns over China's dominance and security issues. And on the question of Japan, which has been looking with some concern at Trump's attitude towards NATO and wondering how much it can rely on the United States, he said, we're very comfortable with Japan shouldering more of the burden. That's something we would encourage, that they don't read anything worrisome into that. So that was his position on that. Beyond that, those countries are all now in a position where they too are looking at the offers from China and the US and reconsidering to some extent what they might get out of it.
We're waiting for this big announcement on Monday from Donald Trump. Did we glean anything from Marco Rubio about what's to come?
No, he said, you'll find out on Monday. He didn't make clear what was said about that because he had at one stage said, China supports Russia as much as possible as far as it can get away with it on Ukraine, and that he would raise that issue. We didn't hear any more about that, about what came up in that. And when he was asked about the Monday announcement, he said, wait until Monday. We do know that it appears that Donald Trump is slightly losing patience with Vladimir Putin and the failure to move these talks forward at all. But, how many times have we said that, and how many times has it not mattered? We'll have to wait till Monday to see what's going to come out of that.
I guess so. Angela, thank you very much. Angela Diffie from our foreign desk.